Hello! Today we are going to be working on dividing unit fractions by whole numbers using models to help us represent and understand how to do that division. You've had a chance to explore this a little bit using the blocks, and now we're going to connect that to division equations and models. So anytime we are dividing a fraction by a whole number, what we're really doing is partitioning the fraction apart into smaller pieces. So if we have a fraction like 1/3 and we want to partition that third into 3 pieces, we would have the equation 1/3 divided by 3. So 1/3 is our dividend, and that means that that is what we're modeling. We're starting, our total is 1/3. Imagine it's 1/3 of a tray of brownies. Okay, so you have 1/3 of a tray of brownies, and you have to partition that 1/3 into 3 pieces because you get one and then you have to share the other 2 with friends. So that divisor tells us how we're going to partition that 1/3. So here we have 1/3 divided by 3. So the first thing we would want to do is model 1/3. So here we have a whole, that's your tray of brownies, and it's broken into thirds, and we only have 1/3 of all of the brownies, the whole tray, okay? So that's how much we have left, and we have to partition it into 3 pieces. So you are only going to be getting one of those pieces. So in order for us to solve this, what we're really looking for is how much of the whole is just that one piece. So how much of the entire tray of brownies is that one piece of the third we started with? And in order to figure that out, we would need, because with fractions, every single piece needs to be the same size. So we would have to take all of the thirds and kind of divide them and partition them apart into 3 pieces. So now I have a total of 9 pieces, equal pieces, making up our entire whole, but I'm only going to be getting one of them. So that is 1/9. So 1/3 divided by 3 is 1/9. You get to enjoy 1/9 of the tray of brownies. All right, let's take a look at another example. And in this one, we're going to start with 1/4, and we're partitioning that fourth into 2 smaller pieces to see how much one of those pieces is of the entire whole. So you can go ahead and create your model. You can pause the video if you'd like, create your model, and partition it into 2 pieces. All right, so if we take a look, I'm starting with my whole and I'm breaking it into fourths. And then I am having 1/4. Now that 1/4 we have partitioned into 2 smaller pieces. And to do that, we would split that in half. So we partition that into 2 smaller pieces, and we're looking to see how much one of those pieces is of the whole. But again, we need to make sure we have all the pieces of the whole the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and partition each fourth into 2 pieces. And now, if I look at one of those pieces, that value of the whole is 1/8. So 1/4 divided by 2 is 1/8. So now we've seen it with just equations. So let's take a look at putting that into context, into a real world situation. Here we have an example. It says Sonia has 1/2 pound of strawberries. She divides them equally into 3 baggies for lunches. How much of a pound of strawberries are in each baggie? So there's a couple of things we need to really think about in order to solve this. We need to first think about, well, what's the total? which part represents the total? Is it the half of a pound or is it the 3 baggies? Well, and then the other thing we need to think about is how is the total being broken up? And so if I look closely at the problem, we notice that the total is the half pound of strawberries. And there's a clue that helps us to know how it's being broken up because it says it's divided. So she divides them equally into 3 baggies. So we are looking for how much of a pound of strawberries are in each baggie. So we would say that each baggie has blank pounds of strawberries. And in order to solve this, we would take our total, 1/2, and we would divide it by 3 because we're taking that half a pound and partitioning it into 3 different baggies. And so again, I'm going to have you please pause the video and try to solve this on your own, then continue to take a look. All right, thanks for working so hard on that. So if we take a look and we see that we start with our half pound and we partition that half pound into 3 baggies, 1, 2, 3 baggies, we're looking to see how much of a whole pound goes in one of those baggies. So in order to do that, we of course need to make sure all the pieces are the same size and we're looking at just that one baggie. Well, that one baggie of the entire pound would be 1/6 because there's 6 pieces making our whole. So 1/2 pound divided by 3 is 1/6. So each baggie has 1/6 pounds of strawberries. And that is reasonable because our quotient, how much goes into one baggie, is less than what we started with. Okay. All right. You've been working so hard on this and I appreciate it. So now I'm going to ask you to give 2 of more equations a try. Please make sure you're clearly modeling and when you're done, you're going to post a picture of this in your slides. If you have any questions, please do let me know, and I'll see you in math class. Thanks for working so hard. Oh, there's your equations, guys. Ha ha! There you go. Now, thanks for give those a try, and I will see you in math class. Bye.